The goal of the Golisano's Children's Museum is to provide an exciting and inspiring environment where children and their families play, learn, and dream together. While sustainment development goal number 4 is quality education, no one would think, how does that connect to the Golisano Children's Museum of Naples? Well, there are many examples. Quality education can be learned in a very fulfilling environment. One could take the art studio in the Golisano Children's Museum, for example. While at first glance it looks like any paper cutting and pasting activity for children, it's actually showing them creative expression, art appreciation, fine motor skills, and coordination with other children. This has a connection between art, science, and language arts. Another exhibit in the museum that provides that and greater learning opportunities for children outside of the classroom while being very fun is the market exhibit. While children may go to the grocery store with their parents, they mostly just watch their parents take items and they ask for snacks. The market/grocery store exhibit allows the children to actually participate in the act of shopping through play. One of the children playing, one of the children could be pretending to be their parents at the store. They are learning very verbal skills that are limited inside the classroom. Such skills as classification, sorting, groceries, learning, early commerce skills of supply and demand, physics, fine motor skills, and experimenting through active play. While from the outside it may look like the children are pretending to be groceries, they're actually learning the market process of harvesting goods, sending them to market, and in turn, sending them to the grocery store. There are many other exhibits and activities in the museum that allow children to learn about the natural and man-made world through play.
Our group has picked the goal number 4 of sustaining education. We believe it's important to everyone to have the opportunity to have a quality education because it can open doors to new opportunities, such as helping build a career path, learning the basics of life, building confidence, and much more. Children are the future, and allowing them to have a proper education will partake in a bigger and brighter future. There are students out there that don't have access to materials that allow creativity and engagement to enhance their learning. This is why we have partnered up with the Common Agency at Golisano Children's Museum of Naples. This museum is not your typical classroom learning environment. It has many different exhibits that enhance children's education by engaging their interests and creativity. These exhibits vary from quiet art rooms to science experiments to life-size chess. It provides a fun, unique, and safe learning environment for families with younger children.
There's a lot of things that connect the project we did with Kaman to, different things in the course, like the objectives and things and ideas, right? You can see throughout the different photos shown here the different parts of the museum and why they connect to these objectives, right? Like in the World Cafe, it shows, international things, like teaching kids about other parts of the world. At the same time, I saw the objective of giving because one of the children came up to us actually whilst we were there and gave us this little plate of fake food. He did our order and he brought it to us. It was really nice. It was really cute. And you can see, they have the scent station that helps show those different ideas. And of course, throughout the thing, you see things like, the spring, the winter, and the autumn station you see here. It's going to show the 3 photos that shows the same thing of helping kids learn about how things work and allows them to then have that in their head. So whenever they're thinking about something like, oh, why is it cold today? They could think, oh, it's winter, just like I saw in the thing. Or they might be thinking, why is it that somebody else, my friend, maybe an online, would have snow but I don't? Oh, it's because I live in Florida. It's critical thinking. And it's the same thing with other things, like you can see here the big tubes. what kids do is that they put a ball in there and they watch it, and what this does is it helps them learn hand-eye coordination, which isn't exactly one of the course ideas or themes, but it's still something important for them to learn. Good hand-eye coordination makes it so that kids can, of course, do things better without having to look at their hands. And then there's creativity. They learn through things like the art studio. There's even this little adopt a pet thing where you have little fake pets you can see here in the photos. They're dolls, right? And so it kind of shows them how to take care of animals. And there's things that are a little bit more advanced, like space. It shows this little space thing and how to build a rocket. Now there are instructions, but they have to follow. It teaches them how to follow instructions in order to make something. And if something doesn't work when they do it, they have to solve the problem, not of showing how to do it, even though they have instructions. It's problem solving and critical thinking at the same time. And they have things like a library so they can read, which both teaches them how to read and how to do everything else, such as critical thinking, problem solving, whatnot, through the different stories they could be working with. And there's other things such as the lab, Inventioner's Lab, that shows them how to use different tools. You can see here in this photo, there's a kid holding a little drill. It's a hand-powered one. So they had to learn how to use it and then make things with it. So it's just nice seeing all of the things that the kids can learn. And throughout the entire thing, I was learning about how to serve, of course, through being there and volunteering and showing the kids how to do things. And like the animation exhibit that you can see here at the beginning, I'm showing this now, that was the things I was teaching them. And everyone else does too, right? There's also other elements present, such as leading, right? We were leading the kids into seeing how this works, how the animation works, how this could connect to other things, which brings in more the critical thinking skill. Like, this is just like the Disney movies, or this is how you do it. Maybe I want to do that in the future. It was really interesting seeing them think about those things and how those themes all tied together.
What we learned from this project were the numerous ways that one can teach a child. Come On employs a very subtle tactic of teaching children through the many exhibits that they have on display. Children learn about food supply chains, the animals of the Everglades, and the old process of animation by using slides of drawings. And they're all having fun without knowing that they're being taught. The impact the project had on us was the understanding of how important volunteering in education is to the community. Volunteering brings about a real improvement for the community, and the experience we had was irreplaceable. Seeing the children learn about the numerous topics from the exhibits, was an incredible experience. The staff at Come On were overjoyed to help us with our project and to learn about it. This project just wouldn't be possible without the lovely people at Come On helping us all the way through.